guys, Nick here with Gear Nut, and I am super stoked and excited to bring this video to you. So, this is the Wicked Edge Go. October 19th, 2017, I placed my pre-order for a Wicked Edge Go, and it is February 2nd, 2018. I finally got it. They had way more pre-orders than what they anticipated. So they did shut down the purchase of this. They're going to open it up eventually, and when they do, I hope that they've got the production figured out a little bit better. I'm not saying that it's bad quality. I'm saying that it took forever to get this thing. So the demand for this sharpener is high. You're going to see a lot of these things around, and a lot of people are probably going to swear by this unit. I've been playing around with it for a little bit, but this is the initial impression slash unboxing of the Wicked Edge Go, just kind of a quality aspect. I haven't really sharpened blades on it, and little secret, this is not my first Wicked Edge. So you'll see a comparison video probably in the next week or two. I'm going to get some use on this, but you're going to see the Pro Pack 2 versus Wicked Edge Go. So I did buy some accessories, and we'll touch base on that here in a little bit. But for the Wicked Edge Go, what do you get? You get a plastic bag. This is how it gets shipped. Mine wasn't sealed when I got it. It comes in a USPS box. If it fits, it ships box. Paper wadding. I wasn't going to bore you with that. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video because I'm going to go over some things. So pull that out. Your instructions. First things first. Your instructions are fantastic. These are great. The Pro Pack 2 has great instructions, and the Wicked Edge Go has great instructions. This is what you get. So, great pictures, great detailed descriptions. There's also forums you guys can get on, and people will help you out. There's also, if you have a problem, call them. You know, Wicked Edge customer service. Call them. So, let's dig into the product and see what you got. Here's your two little plastic snaps up top. Those things fire off. Like, those are seriously spring-loaded snaps. Pretty cool. Your handle right here, before I start charging into this, actually has a polymer tube on the inside that's a little bit flexible and bendable, so you do get a really nice purchase. It's very comfortable to carry this. I carried it from the house to the garage. I could see myself carrying this for quite a distance and it being very comfortable. It's not really heavy, you know. It's probably about a pound. 2 pounds. I don't know, I'm not really a good judge of weight. So let's fold this thing out and let's get the video rolling, shall we? Let me try to get this a little bit better so you guys can start seeing what's going on here. So here we go. Your Vise Jaws are over here, secured by a Velcro little retention strap. I love to see that. I really wish they had the retention strap on the C-clamp and on this little depth key. Your depth key right here is just a friction fit, you know, so I do see the potential for this to slide out and get lost. So I would recommend that if you don't want to lose your depth key, unzip your pouch, drop it in, and zip your pouch back up, and you're not going to have to worry about it at that point. I mean, it's going to be in the main compartment, zipped up, rolled up. So that's how I'm going to carry my depth key. You can do whatever you want on yours. I just don't want to lose it, and I really wish it had a Velcro retention strap right here. The C-clamp. I do have a problem with the C-clamp. This is how your C-clamp comes, and this is a Irwin little quick grip C-clamp. I don't have any problems with Irwin, but mine came damaged. So Wicked Edge, what the heck, man? This is the surface right here, the blue part, that would contact the base, and there's a huge metal burr. It looks like it was dropped or hit with a hammer, but there's a huge metal burr, and that would scratch the living daylights out of the nice blue anodized coating. So I'm gonna probably go buy a different one, and hopefully it fits. Hopefully I can track down one of these that's not rusted a little bit right here and that doesn't have a huge dent. Hopefully I can track one down and fix this kit and make it squared away. I know that the orders for these were astronomical. I know that they've been fighting tooth and nail to do their shipping and getting these to the customers on time. So Wicked Edge, I do appreciate that. Look at some of the details on your stuff. Try to have your staff look at that, because it's a little discouraging to get something that would damage your product with your product. So, but other than that, it's not a big deal. A couple bucks, go buy a new one. So, not too big of a deal. Your Vise Jaws. Look at these. These are amazing. So there's one screw that holds this to the base. We'll get to that in a second. Here you have 2 depth key settings for your blade height, and that's important. This is not my first Wicked Edge, guys. This is my second Wicked Edge. So I have another one that we'll be comparing this to. Your screws right here are the same size throughout. I love to see that. Look at that. This is not a threaded hole. There's no threading in here whatsoever. And I'll show you how it sets up. I'm not going to go too into depth on it. We're just going to do a little overview. The bag here it's pretty quality. It's a very nice nylon material. It feels very secure. Should last you years if you treat it right. So, my depth key, that's where I'm going to keep it. One thing, I really would like to see this screw secured somehow in here. This is how mine came. This screw holds your Vise Jaws to the base. Without this one screw, you cannot sharpen knives. If I lost this one screw, I would be SOL. I wouldn't be able to touch a knife with this system. So, you're probably going to see me order and get a couple different ones of these screws, or a couple extras of these screws, and have them in my kit so places, because it's a very important screw, and without this, you can't sharpen a knife. So, it is what it is. I really wish that was designed a little different, but it is what it is. If you think that you're going to take this screw, and I know I'm going to get this comment, so I'm going to address it right now. If you think you're going to take this screw and you're going to stick it into the port where it goes on the system, you're going to screw it right down into your stones. Your stones are housed under there. You can see them through the top. You can loosely tighten that and stick that in there, but if somebody else comes along and tries to use this system and tries to shove them stones out, it's going to wreck your stones down there. It's going to wreck the plastic on them. So that's not a good place to store it. I mean, if you're going to use it and you understand what's going on and no one else is going to touch it, you probably could get away with doing that. But if someone else opens this up and tries to use it and they're not aware that you screwed that in, it's going to create a problem. So I'm probably not going to do that, because I imagine a lot of people are going to borrow this from me, you know, seeing as I do have 2 Wicked Edges. It does also come with one of the best markers I've seen yet. I was using some Sharpies on my other little Wicked Edge, but after seeing this marker, I'm going to buy a couple more of these. I'm probably going to have to order them. I don't see any of these around town, but it's got a huge edge right here for marking edges on your blade. So it's got a huge surface. Looks to be a quality marker. It's got a nice, comfortable little rubber grip. I really like the quality of this. My Pro Pack 2 did not come with a marker. What the heck, Wicked Edge? $837, no marker? It is what it is. Little spoiler alert. You guys are going to see the comparison of the Wicked Edge 120 and the Wicked Edge Go in the future. I'm just going to tell you now, because probably a couple of you already know. So, this is how it comes. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? Man, that blue anodize is just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. You can see your stones in the bottom, and these are your mounting holes for screwing it down to a workbench if you so choose to. I'm probably going to keep this as a portable kit. I do have a little bit of defect in the anodize on the bottom. You guys can see that. That is a defect in the anodize. This is the first production run, so there's going to be some hiccups. I'm going to give them a little bit of slack, and that's where the slack is. That's okay. It's a knife sharpener. You know, it's not a Ferrari. So that's all right. These are a detent adjustments. So everything on this system is held in by detents. These are how you adjust them. They are Allen key adjustable, which I really like. And those detents are fantastic. Let's push these rods out here real quick, and I'll show you. You take your thumb, the meat of your thumb, and you put it in this track, and you push. The track is not sharp. It's not going to cut your fingers. You know, I was a little hesitant, but that's how you do it. Just put some meat down in there and give it a shove. And look at this. No detent. Detent. Very, very impressive. Very high quality, I guess you should say. I'm impressed with those detents. That is engineered to the finest. I love it. Super cool. And the detents are the black pieces you're looking at right here. Give you a little close up, trying to do all the camera work while talking about it, showing it off. In the back here, this is where your Allen key goes. You can store 2 of these. Let me show you the length on that. It's a very long Allen key. My stones are sliding out. I need to tighten that up. But it's a very long Allen key. It does stop halfway, so you could put 2 in there. I'll probably try to get an extra Allen key and stick it in just to have an extra one with me. I tend to lose Allen keys or hex keys, whatever you want to call them. I lose these quite frequently. So I'm probably going to pick another one up and store it in on the other side. You can put 2 in. It's not a big deal. There you go. And one thing that you probably are worried about, gear nut, are your stones going to touch and rub on your aluminum housing? No, they're not. Check this out. You slide it up. The plastic little channel right here is how they retain these stones, and there's an air gap. So your stones do not touch and rub on the outside of this little base or your housing. Really cool. I really like to see that. That's a really nice detail. They slide out. The bottom's open, so if you do get a stone stuck in the middle, oh gosh, I can't get to it. You know, it's super simple, guys. Look at that. Oh, dropped my vise. So, but look at the machining on here. You know, it's got adequate room for that screw to go through here and have space in the bottom. It's actually domed out. I like that. It's really nice. And if you're wondering about your arms, here's your arm mount, I guess. Your ball joints right here. It does not look to be removable, guys. I don't see any way to remove that. So if you think that you're going to buy this and you're going to buy the micro adjustments and you're going to unscrew this and put micro adjustments on it, I don't think you're going to do it. I bet you dollars to donuts. It does look like it's threaded, but it's probably red Loctited on there. I'll test it out. I'll let you know in the future. But I don't see a way of removing these and putting micro adjustment ball joints in. Wicked Edge, if you would be so kind to do that in the future for us, that'd be great. But I don't know. I think you could get away with it. There's just a hex nut on here. This is a polymer handle, or a polymer thumb stud on here, I guess you should say. There is a very nice grip. You get a real good grip on here. And putting it back in, this little channel is not too hard. It's probably easier if you're not doing it on camera, like I'm trying to do. Plus I played with it, you know. So let me pull this over here. There we go. Come on. There you go. So if you're not doing it on camera, it's pretty easy. Your adjustments on here, check this out. So that is going to be your adjustments. That's a rough adjustment. You know, the height of your blade really changes this. So if you are an angle snob, you're definitely going to want to get a digital angle cube. You're definitely going to want to pick one of these up. It's a #1 accessory if you are an angle snob. I'm going to call you that too. You can use your marker and find your edge, and that's relatively easy. The instructions tell you how to do that. Most people will do that. They'll be perfectly happy. This is not a super fast system for sharpening. It's not going to be like a belt sander. This is going to give you a very precise edge, but it's going to take some time to do it. So with that in mind, that's what the system's designed around. Here's that one screw that you cannot lose. If you lose it, you can't sharpen anybody's knives or your own. Put it in the base. Now there's 2 holes on here. I really like to see this. So they call it right hand and left hand. So you have one for each. I call it, if I strip one out and I'm out, you know, deer hunting, I have a backup. Really cool. I like to see that Wicked Edge. I'm not sure what on the back here. There's 2 little holes that are threaded. I'm not sure if that's for an accessory that they may have in the future. Wicked Edge, if you're watching this, let us know what the heck those are for. I'm really intrigued by that. I'm wanting to say they're accessory screws. So but none of these other adapters or screws or anything like that fit those. Nothing fits it. So it is what it is. Let's pop this little vise on. And here's that big old long Allen key. Make sure you do not cross thread this. If you do, you're gonna cross thread into an aluminum base and you're shafted. At that point, you'd have to flip it around and use it the other way. So there we go, there we go. But every screw on here, from mounting your vise to adjusting your vise, is done with one Allen key. I really like to see that. That's really cool that you're not having to switch around and get a bunch of different ones. Your arms right here, or your rods, screw right. Wow, I dropped that. Sorry guys. But it screws right in like so. Your arms and stones do not touch your contact your base. If you rotate them, they will. So let me show you what I'm talking about. You slide this on here and you're worried about your stones grinding off your blue right here. You don't have to worry about that as long as you set them down. They're gonna fall down and hit your table. Do not use this on your kitchen table. Your diamond dust is gonna scratch your kitchen table. It's gonna scratch your phone screen. It's gonna scratch your watch. Wash your hands when you break these stones in. My first Wicked Edge that I had experience with had the same deal. Definitely wash your hands and watch out what surface you're on when you're using it. So, one fun thing, when you are sharpening, you do get a really fun sound. That's those little horizontal lines going on your little polymer stone guides. So that's pretty cool. I like it. It looks like it's built of quality. I would like to see a retention spot for that screw that holds your vise down and in. I suppose you could take that and put it in and slide it into the pouch. You might be able to get away with that, but for now I'm just going to have it loosely tossed in that zipper compartment. It's nice that they have two little adjustments or two settings for your depth and your key, your depth key. They give you a good marker. They give you that. But watch out for your C-clamp, guys. So that's what I got. I would pick up, sorry guys, I would pick up one of these digital angle gauges. I would highly recommend that. My accessory, I also got the Wicked Edge 800 and 1000 stones, and they come like so. I have two sets of these now, but I would highly recommend going up another notch. From my experience, the 200 and 600 it's a good place. You could stop, you could get a very usable edge, but that next little step up to the 800 and 1000, I feel is probably more than enough for your average person. So that's what I got. It's my initial little overview, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section below. I'm going to be working over the next couple days, so bear with me. I'll try to answer you guys at breaks and after work. But that's what I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. So far, I'm very impressed with the system. It does have a couple quirks, but remember that this is generation number 1, or the very first production run of the Wicked Edge Go, or as they call it, the Wicked Edge 50, the model Wii 50. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys get some painter's tape to go along with this system, some extra markers, and get yourself a couple inexpensive knives to practice on. You're gonna have to break your stones in. My other system that's sitting down here, the Wicked Edge 120, it's actually the Pro Pack 2, but I had to use probably about 14 knives to break my stones in. So, something for you to think about. Give you an excuse to go out and buy some other little knives, or sharpen somebody's knives for free that you don't really care about, and if they don't care about their knives. So, that's what I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. I guess I will check you guys later.